Today we're doing something a little bit more laid back and we're just going to have a cozy bookish chat with a friend. I've invited one of my best bookish friends of many, many years to come and chat so we can catch up with all of the latest books that she's been reading and loving. We're also going to reminisce with you guys a little bit about our friendship origin story as well and dive into what was one of the biggest things that we connected about and where do we stand with that today. And just as a hint, that means there's some paranormal romance involved in that. There's going to be a ton of romantasy and some contemporary recommendations for you in here as well. So grab something to drink and settle in for just a cozy chat with friends. Welcome to Reading Under the Covers, a romance novel podcast where we chat, fangirl, and maybe even swoon over our latest reads. I'm Francesca from Under the Covers Book Blog, and I am joined today by one of my bookish friends of many years, Amanda. Now, Amanda and I met in 2012, so we've been sharing our love for books, recommendations, as well as Jason Momoa for over a decade. And today we're going to be chatting about what books she's been reading and loving lately. I know she's coming with some romantasy recommendations and also a contemporary romance author that she's been loving, and I can't wait to share that with you guys. But I'm also going to be reminiscing with her about some of our origins, and I'm even going to surprise her with some photos that she has probably not seen in some time. So if you are tuning in on our YouTube channel, you'll be able to see those as well. If you're just listening in, you can always go back to our YouTube channel later on and catch those. But for now, let's just settle in for a nice cozy chat and let's give her a warm welcome here at Under the Covers. Welcome to Under the Covers, Amanda. How are you?
I am good, Francesca. How are you?
Good, good. So I was telling everyone that you and I have been friends for quite some time. It's been over a decade.
It has.
Not to date ourselves, but...
I know, right? I think I covered the grays good enough.
Before we get into any chat about books, I have some photos to share with you.
Okay.
Just for everyone listening, Amanda and I met the first time at RT Book Convention in 2012.
We did.
We're gonna reminisce right now.
Okay.
We're gonna go back to 2012.
All right, let me put my glasses on because 13 years and my eyesight has just from reading so much.
The eyesight is not what it used to be.
It's not.
Look at that, Amanda. Who's that?
Goodness. Okay, I know I don't know the guy, but I remember the guy in the gray.
Yeah.
The top one. Who is he?
So his name, I can't really remember either. I remember the one in the gray. His name is Len.
Len. Okay.
Charles is the one on top.
Okay.
Brock is the one on the right.
Okay.
And, oh Lord, can't remember. Scott is the one at the bottom.
Oh, okay. Yeah, okay.
So all of them are like the, what do you call it? The regulars that were always at RT for people watching. And then...
Hey, look at us.
We have the rest of us, the crew from RT. There's your sister too.
Yeah.
And then...
Aww. With Lorelai.
The mess of picture that we took with flowers.
I can't believe this is 13 years ago.
Can you imagine, right?
Oh, look at us.
Yeah.
We were babies.
Babies. Our baby faces. Yep. So we got to reminisce a little bit about our golden years.
Yes, our golden years.
I was like, oh my God, I just found these. Let me just share them with Amanda.
Yeah. Thank you for sharing.
Besides the fact that Amanda and I share a love for a few things as well. Two things. We bonded over our love for the same Black Dagger hero and Jason Momoa.
But you met him first, correct?
No, I think you met him first. I think so.
Because I met him in Kentucky in 2013.
I met him, I think it was also 2013 at Comic-Con. Maybe I was first and then you went, but I know that you had given him a bracelet.
Yes.
And then when I got to meet him the second time, I showed him I had the same bracelet and I showed it to him and I said, my friend Amanda, and I remember that.
Because it had his gluteus maximus on it, right?
Yes. Yeah.
Okay.
It was memorable.
It
It was
is.
memorable for him.
It's still memorable for me.
There you go. It really was. But we're going to keep things cozy today and chat about what have you been reading? What have you been loving? I know that you're always reading some amazing books. So let's start with what are you currently reading and what are you really into right now, like tropes or what kind of books?
Okay, so the tropes I'm reading right now, I mean, it's probably like an unpopular trope, but I love reading cheating books, especially when the man cheats. And in Facebook, there's this group called Other Women Cheating. They give a whole bunch of recommendations of cheating romances. So there's one that popped up. I think it's an MC book, motorcycle club book. So that popped up on my Kindle. So I think I'm going to start that one. But otherwise, I think I've read like maybe 3 or 4 cheating romances. Some were okay, like the groveling. One of them wasn't all that. I was just like rolling my eyes the whole time. And it is what it is. They reconciled, except for one that I read. It was an HEA, but not the husband and wife back together.
Okay. Okay. That also works. I think one of the appeals for that is usually to get some really good groveling.
Yes. And to see like how the women respond. Would I respond that way too?
Yeah.
I like
I would probably always be the no.
Yeah.
Yeah, but that's fun. Okay, so as far as what you're currently reading, what's that book and the one that you're going to start? What's that called?
Wait, no, let me get my glasses and let me get my Kindle because it's right here. Because it was right there. It is called Traitor, Chimera Inc. Yes. Traitor by Chimera Inc. Iron Vultures MC. Silver Pine.
Nice.
I don't know. We'll see
I
how it
haven't
goes.
read an MC book in so long.
Yeah. Me either. And I've been trying to see, okay, has anybody recommended, good motorcycle club book? And I haven't seen nobody recommending any. So
Yeah.
I go back and reread my favorites, like Kristen Ashley, her Chaos.
Yeah. There's the classic Joanna Wild.
Yes.
Gosh, I can't even remember. Madeline Sheehan.
Yes. And I believe
I am still waiting.
Yeah.
I'm still waiting for another.
I want to say I saw something floating around that she's writing the book. I'm not too sure, but
Right.
yeah, I haven't kept up with that.
Yeah. I think she had to go back to work, but I could be wrong. But I feel like she's one of those authors where I would wait however long it is.
Yeah.
And whenever that comes out, it'll just be a happy day and I'll read it.
Yes. And I know Joanna, she stopped writing. She ghosted us.
Yeah, I haven't seen anything from her. Yeah.
But I've heard that she's doing good. But
Okay.
I guess just life.
Life is lifing. But yeah, I feel like that's probably not as popular of a trope right now, the MC books. Although, I don't know. Who knows? Maybe it'll come back.
Make a comeback.
Maybe it'll be Paranormal Bikers.
Hey, gotta be on the lookout for that. Get on Book Talk again.
I would read it. All right. So I know recently you had recommended a book to me that is good for people that have loved Fourth Wing. Now, I personally haven't read Fourth Wing.
Okay.
But you had said that there was something that would be a good equivalent, but with wolves.
Yes.
What was that about?
That one is called Direbound, and it's by girl.
I think it was Sadie something. Hold on.
Sable or
yeah, Sable Sorensen.
There you go. And I think it's 2 authors.
Okay.
I think it's 2 authors. I don't know who they are. If
Right.
they said whatever, but it was very good. It's interesting the way it starts off. It's not so much Fourth Wing until after she gets into an academy. She does what she does so she can find her sister. And stuff happens. She gets chosen by the dire wolf. And she has to go through, like in Fourth Wing, like little obstacles and all that stuff. And secrets are revealed. And it's just going to be good. It's a good start to a promising series. Yeah. And I'm invested. I'm looking forward to the second one.
Is there spice? No spice? There
is spice in the beginning. It didn't start off with the spice, but it was there. It's not a love triangle because it's like a lovers to lovers with the spice to friends, maybe lovers. I think that's how it's going to go through the series.
Yeah.
So, but there is spice, not like graphic spice, but it's there. I want to say probably with the same as Fourth Wing.
Same.
Maybe when she gets with the other guy, it'll be more. But I think it's about the same as Fourth Wing.
Okay.
And I only read Fourth Wing. I didn't read Iron Flame or the third book, Onyx Storm. I haven't read those yet.
I think it sounds a little bit like how ACOTAR had also started with the first book being a bit more tame. And and all of that. And then once you get into the meat of the story in book 2, then it really gets
Yeah.
going.
And the funny thing with Akatar and Throne of Glass, people have recommended that book like years ago. Man, you gotta read it, you gotta read it. So okay, fine. So I think I tried Akatar. I got it to 6 chapters. I said, I can't do it. I said, I can't do it. They're like, push through. I was like, okay, fine. So years later, I tried again. I was like, I can't do it until, honestly, we'll say TikTok, the edits, Akatar and Throne of
Uh-huh.
Glass, they helped me push through. It's like, okay, this, because I don't mind spoilers. I'm not going to cry about it. So when I read, I was like, oh, or when I saw the TikToks, I'm like, okay,
Yeah.
that looks good. So then when I got to that part, I was like, oh. And then I read Akatar and Throne of Glass like in 3 months. And I loved
Oh, wow.
and I loved them. And Crescent City
Nice.
too. So shame on me.
I guess it's going to be shame on me too, because I stopped reading Akatar after the first book. Because I was just like, oh, it's all right. It's nothing special. I know that there's a complete switch in book 2.
Yeah.
I may have to try that. If it changed your mind, I may have to try that.
It did, because the characters, they grew on me. And there's Cassian. He has like the shoulder length hair. I'm not saying I picture him as Momoa, but I see Momoa. And then I love Nesta. She's the mean sister. But I love her character. And in her book, A Court in Silver and Flames, I absolutely love. It's I think it's my favorite one out of the series. Yeah. So I don't know. You should go and try to read it. Or get on Book Talk and look up edits. And
I know, they're everywhere.
And read it that way through Book Talk.
That's it, right? I could probably do that, actually. It's all there.
Yeah.
But okay, so also I know that you've been loving a contemporary romance author that you were raving to me about. And I know it's already on my TBR because it sounds super fun. There's 2 books out. So can you tell us a little bit about those?
Yes, it's author Carissa Kenward, and her first book to the Dirty Delta series is called Christmas and Coconut Tree. I think it came out in November, and that was on Kindle Unlimited. So I was just going through and I saw it. I was like, you know what, let me just give it a go. So I read it like within 3 days. It was my second favorite book of last year, and it's sexy, there's spice, it's funny, and it's relatable. And then her latest book that got released, For Pleasure or Worse, that's my number 1 book of the year so far. And I laughed it's the first chapter is just freaking hilarious, especially the last paragraph. It's just funny. But like I said, it's funny, it's spicy, and I love the words they say to each other. I was just like, oh, I like that. It's very well written and it's relatable. It's simple. It wasn't like, oh, let's throw this scenario in to make it weird. I don't know. It was just good. The flow was good. Y'all should read it.
The premise sounds super fun because I love the fact that it's a cam couple.
Yes.
And like they're getting married and the whole family comes in, but of course they don't know
exactly.
what they do.
Exactly. And
I can't imagine the mess. Like they still gotta work.
And also they have like day jobs too. So this is like their side gig. And the way the main guy not got roped in, but the way he fell in love with his girl, and I'm gonna do whatever makes her happy, and of course they both enjoy it. So
I love that. It sounds like so much fun. That is definitely on my list of things to read probably this month because I need something funny.
Yes, before you get back to Akatar.
Yeah. And now these 2 books, is it okay if I were to jump with book 2 without reading the first one?
I think it is. Yeah, I would say yes. Yeah, because I read out of order too. So there's certain people that like to know you have to read this now. You can go ahead and read it.
I used to be really bad about that. I used to I have to go back to the first one. I need to read everything in order. And now I'm like, whatever.
Exactly. Life's too short.
Just start where you want and just dump it too when you want.
Exactly.
I don't feel bad about keeping up with, I have to finish this whole book because it's like obsessive, my OCD. No, it's fine.
Yeah.
I'm just going to give it up now.
Yep.
One of the things we bonded over was the Black Dagger Brotherhood.
Mm-hmm.
So a couple of questions here for you. I know that you stopped reading it.
Yes.
Little while back. I've been on and off with reading the last few releases because I don't think they've been as good.
Mm-hmm.
The core of the nostalgia of the BDB is always still there for me. Have you been watching the videos of the adaptation? Are you tempted to watch it, or what have you thought about what you've seen about it?
Okay.
I didn't tell you I was going to ask you that.
No, you didn't. For me, I love
raw, real reaction here.
I love graphic novels, and I have always said I wish the Black Dagger Brotherhood would become a graphic novel. And then when I heard that Passionflix picked it up, I was like, okay, it's not a graphic novel. It's, they're on a budget, whatnot.
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
So it's like, okay, that's fine. So when like the images started popping up and, everybody has their ideal how a person's going to look.
Yeah.
And when I saw Wrath, I said no. When I saw Vicious, I said, oh, that's a no-no. Went on Instagram when they were saying, oh,
Yeah.
someone, and they're like Vicious with his contacts and Rage with his hair, Wrath with his hair, Fury. I liked Fury's hair. I'll give it that. I don't know. I don't think I will watch it.
Yeah.
Because I don't want to be disappointed.
Yeah.
Let me just play the movie in my head and that's how it's going to go.
Yeah. I've been feeling like I've been debating whether I want to watch it or not, but I feel like it can just stay nice and pure in my head. Because if I watch it and I know it's not good, I know the budget is not there to present like what we are imagining. I know the budget is not there and I understand that. So I just feel like it's going to be a letdown. And then now that's going to be the last impression in my head about the series. So I am also debating a little bit to just leave it as is. I do get it that I know that the casting is also on a budget. I understand.
Yes.
And to find these big guys with the muscles and the everything, I know it's difficult.
It is.
But yeah, it was probably a little worse than I was expecting.
Yes. Yeah. I don't know. I just see it now, Wrath with his hair. He didn't look
it's like
Vulcan.
So slick and like,
yeah. I was like, I'm going to be nice.
He definitely looked like that creepy vampire that you would see in an alley and like just want to run the other way as opposed to, ooh.
Exactly.
Did that get it? I think that gets the vibe properly.
I wish them the best.
Yes.
I'm not going to like say, don't watch it and all that stuff.
Yeah, no, absolutely. But I think it will also be a good experience for some people. Maybe if you didn't start the series when we started the series and maybe like it's not, I don't know, set in stone in your head. Like for us, the first few books are like this pristine little memory. And I just want to keep it that way.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay, but going back to that pristine nostalgia, what are your top 3 brothers?
My all-time favorite is John Matthew. He's mute, so I want to say I like the silent type, but it's just, I don't know, the way he was with, do you pronounce it Zeg?
I think it's Hex.
Okay.
I think the X is supposed to be silent, but I could be wrong.
Yeah. I just love the way before they got together, he was attracted to her. And no, you're just like a baby to her. Yeah. And then when he got in his ways and I don't know, I'm just thinking, I just see it in my head, the one scene where, because he became a hoe after she shot him down. He was just screwing all these girls in the bathroom and she catches him, like she talks to him and he's washing his hands and he doesn't say, he ignores her. And that scene, I was like, oh. I don't know, that's one of my favorite scenes. I don't know why. It's just one of those. But
I definitely remember that. So I feel that.
Yeah, so John Matthews mine. He's lover mine. I loved him. My second one was Rage. When I read Rage, he was funny, he was sexy. I could see him. I want to say like when the book was released 20 years ago. No, 20 was dark. So 19 years ago.
Maybe, yeah.
And I want to say people were like picturing Brad Pitt in younger years with the short hair. I could see that. Yeah. I liked him. And the dragon. Hey, J.R. Ward with the dragon.
Yeah, I know, right?
And then one scene from the book too is when Rage had to go suppress his appetite and like he kind of cheated on Mary. They weren't officially together, but they had feelings for each other. And that's one scene that I like the scene. A cheating scene. There you go.
I know, right? I was just going to say that. I'm like, I'm just going to wait for her to finish and point that out.
That is so funny. A cheating scene. That's funny.
But I know exactly what you're saying too, because like it was also like an emotion. The emotional turmoil was also there from that scene.
Back then, people read it. And I don't think it clicked that he'd cheat on Mary.
Right.
And then my third one, he's not technically a brother, but I loved Revenge. Or Rooster. They called him Rooster.
Revenge. Yeah.
Because of that mohawk he had.
He has the mohawk, yeah.
He was a fave too. He always dressed in black and secretive.
In the furs.
Yeah.
This is why we get along, because it's pretty much the same 3 for me.
Hey! Twinsies.
Twinsies. Yeah, the only one that I would say it's a toss because I do love revenge a lot.
Hmm.
So totally it could be depending on the day, it could be revenge for me, but also I really love Zadist.
Yeah.
So Zetas might be like, let's switch that out and put either one there on the third. But those top two,
Yeah, this is good too. Also, if you think about it, when he bit another girl in front of Bella, not Bella, but what's Bella? Is it Bella?
it is Bella. It is
Okay.
Bella. Yes.
I was like, it's Bella. That's kind of like a cheating too.
Yeah,
Because
this
he's,
is true.
yeah.
Hey, there's a lot of cheating in these books.
I bet you we go back, you're like, wait a minute. This is how it started. It was very subtle. And then, bam, full on cheating.
Yeah. You just have to blame that obsession on J.R. Ward.
Exactly.
All right, so that basically we are twinsies there.
Mm.
Don't take my John Matthew though.
He's already here, Fran.
I'll have to fight you.
At the ready.
All right, so I know that you've been reading a couple of new and upcoming books. So what do you have in store that you have read? What do you think about him and that kind of stuff?
I did read Realm of Thieves by Karina Halley, and there's dragons in there, but I want to reiterate, it's not like Fourth Wing, where in Fourth Wing the dragons, they talk to the people. These dragons don't talk, they're just dragons. I love the world building that she did, and they're thieves. They want the dragon eggs, and they're like enemies to lovers, and then it's almost a fast connection with them, and it was okay. I liked it. I like the way it left off because it's gonna go with another couple, but it was interesting.
So the romance on this one is
It's
rapid.
yeah, the romance is there, but it's not like spicy.
It's a bit more like heavier on the plot, fantasy plot than
Yeah.
the focus of the romance.
Yes, and then like towards the end, a secret is revealed, and you're like, oh, and then there's a teleporting puppy.
Oh,
And I was like, I love the doggy. I was like, oh,
that's cute.
that was my favorite part, was the dog, because it was very protective of the owner, and it was good. I like the doggy.
I love that. And then there was one more that you had read?
Yes. Let me get my note because I already forgot. Broken Souls and Bones by L.J. Andrews. Now, this one, it's Vikings. And world building, it's very meticulous, and she just really threw in words to help build the world, what she's trying to create. And so I had to take it slow to read. Okay, this is what this means, and I enjoyed it. And it's enemies to lovers, hidden powers, and then once the powers become known, it gets really good. And there is spice in it, but it's not like heavy spice. And I also enjoyed that one too.
Now, have you read L.G. Andrews before?
I have not. I have people recommend you got to read. I think it's the Ever King. One of the book is okay. I'll get to it, to my never-ending TBR stack that's there. But I really enjoyed this. So if you like Vikings, great world building, I highly recommend it.
I pretty much felt the same with that one because we were reading it at the same time, I remember. And I also felt like it was good. It's a little bit slower getting in, but I think that she did do a really good job with the world building, and it's interesting. It was also my first time reading her, so I definitely do want to read more of her books.
I'm a mood reader, like especially on Book Talk right now. There's a whole bunch of like romantasy recommendations, and I have to be in a mood for that.
I also feel like there is a difference between what Book Talk actually calls romantasy and just like a good old fantasy romance.
Yeah.
Like the structure of those books is different,
Mm-hmm.
I think, or maybe it's just my feeling. I don't know, but I feel like it reads a little bit different.
Yeah.
And sometimes I don't have the patience for that.
Exactly. I know when I started getting into Book Talk and people were like, what's a romantasy that you would recommend? I'm like, okay. And the one thing that clicked was Fantasyland series by Kristen Ashley. If you can think about it, there's romance and it's fantasy.
Yeah.
So it's romantasy. Now, I guess you could categorize it.
Yeah, definitely.
And then I reread those when I read Wildest Dreams, The Golden Dynasty, which is one of my absolute faves.
Yeah.
And then there's Drogo, Jason Momoa. So, you know.
He keeps showing up.
Yes. Yes.
In every series, we got to find him.
And I don't mind. It's fine.
Yeah, I actually feel like it's probably that a lot of authors also like him, and they'll probably end up at some point writing a character that is pretty much described in a way that it makes you picture him.
Yes, just like
But
with the Elsie Silver Wildside. It's the third book to one of her series. And I have tried to read one Elsie Silver book. I forget the name, and I did not finish it. I was like, I am not going to read her. And then I was just bored, and I saw it, and I was like, let me get it. And I read it. I read it in 2 days, and that was my first 5-star read. Second 5-star read. And he has, I guess the author described him as Jason Momoa. Is that it? So
that works. I mean, I tell you.
yeah, that worked too.
I think also if you go with your mood, it will work better. Sometimes like a book will just hit because you're in the right mood for it.
Exactly.
Now, what are your most anticipated that you haven't read yet but are still coming out?
Atmosphere by Taylor Jenkins Reid. I'm a huge Daisy Jones and the Six fan, so I'm interested to see what she's going to do with space, NASA, where the book's going to go. That's one I'm looking forward to. And I don't know what else. I'm trying to think. Who else is going to release something that I don't know what else. I'm like Drew Blank. So what are you looking for?
It's whatever it's going to show up in front of the book talk little scroll, because that's what I do.
You're like, oh, okay.
Most of what I read this past month has been a whim. I am just going with my whims, and maybe it's a pirate and maybe it's a historical like romance or it's whatever.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so I don't really have a plan in terms of releases. I am excited for Nalini Singh releasing a new book, but I am behind on the series. So I am hoping to catch up because I am excited for that one because it is an Ilium and Eoden. I think that's how you say the names. So I'm excited to see that, but I do need to catch up on reading. So we'll see how that goes.
Oh, I know. Alchemist.
Oh, yes. Alchemized.
Alchemized.
Yes.
There you go. Alchemized.
Settling you. Yes.
I want to see how that goes. When I was in New York City 2 weekends ago, and I was so tempted just to walk into Penguin Random House and knock on the door. Say, hey, I would like the manuscript.
Totally done that.
I would like a manuscript. I'm shooting my shot here. Can you imagine if they would have done that? I would have flipped out.
I think that they would have been so surprised they might have given you one. But then if you would have posted that, they would get 1 million people showing up at the door after.
Exactly. This has never happened before. So just try it. Just say security is okay. I'll leave.
They'll escort you out of the building.
That would be funny.
So you read the fan fiction though, right?
I did not. My sisters have read it. My sister-in-law read it. They're like, Amanda, you got to read it. It's okay. I'll try it. But for me with the fanfic, if I see Hermione or Malfoy, Malfoy. I'm gonna picture them. They're young. I don't know. Maybe.
Yeah, so maybe this will work out better.
Yeah. Did you read the fanfic?
No, I'm also gonna go straight into the book.
Okay.
I'm excited for it too. And I also want to go straight into the book. And it's like the same with the other fan fiction rewrites or whatever. There's the Julie Soto and Bridget Knightley. So I'm thinking the same. Like, I'm just going to go into the new one and maybe I feel like we probably enjoy it more that way.
Yes.
Because when somebody really loved the fan fiction, they want that again. And I feel like that's really hard to recreate.
Exactly. Because they're going to be expecting the fanfic, not this.
And you can't because that's not legal. Like they have to literally make so many changes so that it can be published. So I feel like we'll probably be better off for sure.
Yeah. We'll be like, oh wow. And
this is so good.
Exactly. People are like, oh come on.
But I do think that The Sending You seems to me like the one that's probably going to be the biggest hit.
Oh yeah. I've already seen.
Because it has the biggest fan base too.
Yes.
Thank you for sharing your recommendations. I think that those sound amazing. I am definitely going to be reading For Better, For Pleasure or Worse, because it sounds so much fun and I need a funny book. So it'll probably be on my May TBR. I'll report back to you.
Yes, like it's good on the spice. It's funny. It's just it's very good. It's a very good read. So I highly recommend that one.
Good. It was your favorite of the year so far. So
let's see who's gonna try to knock it down. Which I don't think nobody will, but it's my number one read of the year.
Love that. So thanks for stopping by.
Well, thank you for having me.
Can you tell everyone where they can go and follow you? Because Amanda posts really funny content online as well.
Yes. You can follow me on TikTok at Amanda CXYZ 123. I try to rhyme. Don't mind me. I believe it's Amanda C XYZ 123. And if you can't find me there, it's Amanda C XYZ.
And there you have it, guys. That was our bookish chat with my friend Amanda. I hope that you guys took some notes and you're going to go and check out her recommendations. And I hope that you also enjoyed this more cozy, laid-back chat between two bookish friends and you came along with us on that journey. If you've read any of the books that are mentioned here today, leave your comments and let me know what you thought of them. I can't wait to chat with you guys as well. If you are tuning in from YouTube, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that bell notification so you don't miss any content from us. And also don't forget to subscribe for free to our Substack so you don't miss any content that we post across all of our platforms. But for today, that's all I have for you guys. I hope you find something wonderful to read this week, and I will see you guys in the next one. Bye!